Hi, it's Robert here, and today I'll help you choose the best smart scale. I have extensively tested Hume Health Body Pod and FitTrack smart scales. And while they are both made by Hume, there are quite a few differences between them. So let's see what we got. Just a little heads up, if you decide to buy one of these scales, I've got some discounts for you. They're right in the description box below. Enjoy. First up, let's have a look at the design. I instantly loved the sleek and modern design when I opened the box with my Hume Health Body Pod. Its black, tempered glass finish and metal details really hit the spot for me. Tempered glass is a pretty standard finish for scales these days, and there's a good reason for it. It's durable and easy to clean. This means that unless you smash it really hard, the scales won't break. It's also worth noting that the Hume Health Body Pod has a handle. This means that simply stepping on it isn't enough. You'll have to grab the handle too. This gives us more detailed results as it allows us to see particular measurements for, say, your arms. Now, onto the FitTrack. To me, it looks just like a standard scale does. Not great, not terrible. They chose to go with white. And while it's not my favorite design solution, to each their own. Unlike the Body Pod, the FitTrack has 4 metal planes that are clearly visible. They also act as a guide for where you stand. On the other hand, the Body Pod has 4 squares to indicate the standing position. But I think it's more straightforward with the FitTrack's planes. The FitTrack is also made of tempered glass, so you can rest assured it'll survive multiple weigh-ins. Both scales are water resistant, but not entirely waterproof. In essence, this means you can safely keep them in the bathroom without worrying about a splash or two. That being said, don't take them to the shower with you. It might not end too well. Finally, the screens. Both have vibrant LCD screens that clearly display the numbers. Although you won't be looking at them too much, all the data you need will be showed in the app. These are smart scales after all. The beauty of a smart scale is that it doesn't just show your weight. It measures your fat, bone, and muscle masses, hydration, and many other things. But before we get into it, please remember, constant preoccupation with weight and obsessive number tracking may have a negative impact on your mental well-being. Weight management tools can be very effective, but how you feel emotionally is more important than the numbers displayed on your screen. So, in FitTrack's case, there are 17 measurements. These include weight, body mass index, body fat percentage, muscle mass, and body water percentage. And there is the bone mass, basal metabolic rate, protein rate, metabolic age, and visceral fat index. Finally, we get to subcutaneous fat, standard weight, weight control, fat mass, weight without fat, muscle rate, and protein mass. That was a lot to name. Anyways, let's look deeper. If you're watching this, I'll take a wild guess and say that you know what body weight, body mass index, muscle mass, and body fat percentage mean. These are quite straightforward. But let's look at the others. Body water percentage basically shows how well hydrated you are, which, as we know, is crucial for our health. Basal metabolic rate shows how many calories you burn while resting, which is highly beneficial for healthy weight management. Metabolic age is closely related to the metabolic rate. Lower metabolic age typically suggests that the body is more metabolically efficient. If you get a lower number than your chronological age, your body probably functions in a way that's associated with younger people. What I find really interesting is the protein rate and mass. The rate shows the percentage of protein in your body, while mass gives you an absolute number. Generally, a higher protein rate means a higher muscle mass. It's really important if you're on the journey of improving your fitness and trying to gain muscle mass. The visceral fat index is another super important metric. Visceral fat is the fat that accumulates around your internal organs. It can get dangerous, and you can't always see it, so watch this number closely. Meanwhile, subcutaneous fat is the fat that's directly under your skin. Some of it is required for energy storage, body temperature regulation, and protection of tissues and organs. Too much of it? Well, you know that anyway. Standard weight and weight control are another two interesting metrics. Standard weight is basically your ideal weight. Weight control is the difference between your standard and actual weight. With this metric, there is something to keep in mind. While it can provide some good guidance, it's not absolute. So don't follow it mindlessly. I feel like we got the FitTrack covered pretty good. Now let's look into the Hume Health Body Pod, which has 45 metrics. I'll start by saying that it measures all the things that the FitTrack does, so I won't repeat myself. But it also gives you fat and muscle mass for each body part, which is really useful if you have some imbalance in your body. And yes, it does have a separate body balance analysis. There is also the waist-hip ratio, which, together with the BMI, provides useful insights in determining overall health. Then, Body Pod goes into cellular level. It measures intracellular and extracellular water. There are sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus levels available. There is the body volume metric, which measures how much space your body takes up. I also really want to mention the phase angle. It's a very scientific measure, but basically it indicates your cellular health. The higher the phase angle is, the more adequate the cell function is. To cover all of the metrics, I would have to sit here with you for hours, and I'm not sure you'd like that. So, I picked the measurements I found most important and interesting. Yes, the Hume Health Body Pod does have more metrics, but you do need to have quite a lot of background knowledge to make use of them. So keep that in mind. You can get all the data you wish for, but what really matters is the accuracy of it. And both of these scales are pretty good at it. FitTrack has achieved a 97% accuracy rating, and Hume Health Body Pod has a 98%, thanks to its advanced sensor technology. The results I got from both weren't identical, but the difference is so minor that it certainly won't have a significant impact on your results. Another thing to note, the results may vary depending on the time of day and your activity level. Generally, for maximum accuracy, you should weigh yourself at the same time of the day. And while this can be morning, afternoon, or evening, morning is usually the best. You can have some food beforehand, but make sure it's not too hearty of a meal. Plus, it's best if you don't work out too much before stepping on the scales. Even a 15-minute workout can change the results in the muscle and fat ratio. Now, let's have a quick look at the battery life of these scales. FitTrack runs on 3 AAA type batteries, and unfortunately, I can't tell you the exact battery life. This will depend on the batteries you purchase and how often you use the scale, and even the temperature in the room you keep your scales in. But generally, 3 batteries should last you several months and up to a year. And in my opinion, Hume Health has found a more convenient solution with their Body Pod. This one's charged via the USB-C Type-C cable that's provided in the box. It's supposed to last you up to a year. Although I haven't had them for that long, there's the quick charge function, where in 30 seconds you'll have enough battery power to get the numbers. Since both smart scales are developed by the same company, they run on the same free app, Hume. The app itself was difficult to download by scanning the QR code on the Body Pod's package, but it was easy to find in the App Store. Once you download the app, the setup is pretty quick. You just create your account, enter the basic data like age, gender, and height, and you step on the scale. After you get to the measures, the fun part begins. On the top of the screen, you'll see a graph with your recent weigh-ins. You can choose to see it for a week, a month, or the entire year. Then you can scroll down to all the details: fit focus, body muscle, and fat, and so on. The amount of data will depend on the scale you've got. With the FitTrack, you'll get 17 measurements I've already introduced. With the Hume Health Body Pod, you'll get all the 45 metrics. Plus, Body Pod allows you to see a visualization of your body, which shows your muscle and fat ratios for each body part in an easy-to-understand, appealing way. You can also click on each metric to see what it means. The explanations are short, but enough to cover the basics. In some metrics, you'll also have a video explainer. And I'm guessing more will come soon. And there is a little indicator about where you are in comparison to people of your age, height, and sex. With the app on both scales, you can also get plenty of online workout programs and classes. Unfortunately, that's a paid service. But it also gives you personalized recommendations, easier nutrition tracking, and a progress report. Both the Body Pod and FitTrack can be used by multiple users, so your entire family can share the same scale. If you wish to have multiple accounts in one app, you'll have to sign in and out each time. So it's more convenient if each user has their own app. One more important thing, you can integrate the Hume app with your other health and fitness apps. This way it'll get data about your activity, sleep, and so on, so you have a one-stop shop for all your health data. Okay, it's time to discuss the price of the units. The Hume Health Body Pod comes at a bit of a steeper price because of its extensive feature list. At the release of this video, the Body Pod comes in at $300 US, and FitTrack stands at $180. But wait for it. If you use the offer from the description box below in this video, you'll get a discount, so don't miss out on that. By the way, we'll keep updating the link as the time goes, so you always get a discount. But now, is it worth your money? I think yes. And yes, if you care about your health, wish to improve your fitness levels, and see how you're doing overall, this is an irreplaceable tool. A simple scale doesn't have enough information for a thorough evaluation, and a single number can be misleading. Meanwhile, a smart scale like these ones can open your eyes and help you move forward. Is the additional app subscription worth it? I personally don't think so. I already have my personal trainer, and I'm pretty good with nutrition. But if you're just starting out, it might be a really good place to do so, as it has everything you can possibly need. As we know now, the price difference between Hume Health Body Pod and FitTrack is quite steep. But I honestly believe they both have their own customers. FitTrack will be perfect for amateur health enthusiasts who work out a couple times a week, make sure to add some extra veggies to the meals, and try to stick to a proper sleep schedule. Go for FitTrack if you're at the beginning of your health journey too. It's informative enough to keep you going without feeling overwhelmed. Meanwhile, the Hume Health Body Pod is here for athletes and advanced users. If you work out a lot, track your progress with various devices, build your meals with great care, and want to keep taking things to the next level, this is the perfect tool. With so much information available, the possibility for improvement is unlimited. Okay, that's it from me today. I hope you found this helpful, and I can't wait to see you on other health news videos, where me and my team are testing all kinds of health-related gadgets. Goodbye.